Okay, well, to say what's going on is, my daughter kept me at her house while I was finding a place to live, and I'm loving it here, and I'm enjoying spending time with Joyce and her husband Amos. We're eating dinners, hanging out. She's really nice older lady, doesn't have kids. I told Amos, I said, if I ever get married, you can walk me down the aisle, because my dad's kind of infirm. So I think Johnny Depp's going out with some chick. He says it's not serious, out in France or somewhere. So my daughter, she was going to help me get a job because I can't work the computer that well. And I was sitting beside her and she's typing really fast. And her daughter comes in and says, I'm lonely. I want Charlie to come out and play with me. And she kind of loses it and she starts screaming at me. She was applying to all these places. I said, could we just apply at the Walmart? That's all. It was the Walmart, the Food Lion, the Goodwill. And she starts screaming at me and she grabs my wrists. And I just shook my head. I said, you can't do that. And so she's saying I'm using her, blah blah blah. And I said, well, you said you could help. If you can't, I'll leave. And I've kind of diagnosed it as daddy issues. I think maybe the reason she might have gained so much weight in high school was the instability of our family. And Jerry's never been a good role model in exercising any kind of judgment. He spent all of his money. He lost the house. He lost two families. He just has no boundaries for himself, or it doesn't seem like he exercises ethics. He was fraudulent with his companies. He told me lies, and he just is in a lot of denial about his alcoholism. So I'm not exactly sure how that affects her, but I think she started to go to counseling. I think my sister, I finally just opened up. I said, John, her husband, like she came and told me, she said, he wants me to give him blowjobs in the morning before he goes to work. And I'm like, well, you are his wife. At least he's asking you. But she doesn't like sex that much. I think they're not really compatible in that area. She's pretty delicate and stuff. And plus she's like very controlling from her childhood. So I said, Chip, I told my brother, I said, John hit on me, and he did it in front of Jennifer. So it wasn't like he was not being truthful, but I don't think she's meeting his sexual needs. And in marriage, you don't always meet each other's needs. You have to go outside. And if it's in that case scenario, I said, have him get a concubine, He can find a girlfriend somewhere. If that's it. But she has to open her mind to being okay with that. That it's some they meet each other's needs in many different areas, but if that's one area, then you have to open your mind if you want to stay married to that being a solution. So I did finally tell Chip what the deal was and why maybe that's why she doesn't want me coming to the house for family dinners and things. But she tells the kids it's my bipolar, and that's just a lie. Maybe she believes it, maybe she's in denial. So we got all that going on right now. I'm trying to work through it, encompassing everybody's issues, like Hillary's issues, and then whatever James. I was sending him a lot of music. I was trying to connect with him, and he decided that was too invasive, so he's blocked me. And they're moving out to Denver. Morgan and I are going to the beach at the end of the week. We're going to spend the night. Have a lady tomorrow helping me get a local job that I can walk to here in Petersburg, so I have a little bit of money. I mean, my rent's $500. I get $750. So, I mean, I do want to have a job so I can have a little bit of money to go out to restaurants and stuff. Oh God, no, I have it framed. The letter that was an acceptance, I think, from 1708, and I don't think I'm bugging her. I just sent her all these ideas at her leisure. She can check into them when she has time. But I don't think it hurts for me to go ahead and send Emily ideas about a corporation called World Preschool. Eventually, a corporation could be started from a nonprofit, and it'd be a nonprofit corporation to stimulate the economy in the right way for environmentally friendly projects and environmentally friendly items for sale, that people can choose environmentally friendly and world peace projects, because it's going to take activities, not just a painting on the wall. I will do more paintings, at large when I have a chance, if I buy the farm and I have a studio. But to have world peace, you need activities and you need philosophy and things like that to put out. I can see it could happen. I really do. I really do. You know, I hope I can find a partner. I guess the icon in my mind now is Johnny Depp because he can amorph. He's able to morph into different roles, and he could see maybe what I'm doing because he's so good at that. And from my position and trying to understand people around the world, I mean, I'm in the hellhole. Petersburg is such poor black people, and then they have some of the upper middle class white people here. But I'm doing it, I'm going to try to get Family Dollar, and being here for the amount of time that I'm here, whatever it is, I want to try to figure out ways to bring up Petersburg because we are right next to Richmond, Hopewell, and things like that to put World Preschool. And I would say maybe a water park. I talked to a white guy, and people are just so I know existentialism exists. It is a truth. But I also know that energy, if you put it and you choose positive energy, that you can make that change. You can, it exists. So go ahead and take it and move it in a positive direction. Your will, and I will say my William, he will help. He's smart. He can change things for the better. And we choose those things. Existentially, we can move it in a different direction. And I can't say cataclysmic natural disasters would be changed, but as humans, we can change our world. Thank you.